BBC Audiobooks presents Doctor Who The Moon Cruise by Esmie Jikiemi-Pearson, read by Caoilfhionn Dunne. Chapter 1. The TARDIS slammed into the ground with all the grace of a brick hurled at someone's face. Sparks skittered across the floor of the control room. Alarms blared and died, then blared again. Belinda Chandra found herself in total disarray, limbs flying, hair in her face, sliding across the floor. Or was it the ceiling? The TARDIS rattled one last time and was still. "Brace yourself for landing," the doctor called. He was standing by the console, a perfect picture of composure in a matchy orange outfit that reminded her of a kurta, but shorter. Over the top he wore a gorgeous dark red vest that fell to mid-thigh. All of it was creaseless and pressed. The only hint that he had just been thrown through time and space was the giddy glint in his eyes she noticed he got whenever they landed somewhere new. Belinda picked herself up from the floor one limb at a time, her glare so caustic it could have stripped paint. A little late for that, don't you think? The doctor held his hands up in mock surrender. Silver rings glinted on his fingers. "Sorry." Belinda shook her head. The longer they travelled together, the more she began to suspect he liked the chaos. Thrived in it, perhaps. "No, you're not." His smile widened. "I am so." Brushing dust off her knees, Belinda stood. "Look, just go and get your vindicator so we can get the reading and get out. Please." That's why they had landed here, on an asteroid in the middle of nowhere in the 27th century. The Vindicator needed more readings before it could anchor back to the fateful date of the 24th of May 2025. But nearly every time they'd landed prior to this, they'd been carried off on some mad adventure. The things they'd seen. A god of light in Miami in 1952. Telepathic fungi and a living spacecraft. A colony base on a barren world, its crew stalked by an ancient, malevolent creature. She'd almost died. A shudder went down her spine at the memory. After that, Belinda had specifically requested they land in the most boring place the doctor could think of in all of space and time, so he'd chosen this. An empty stretch of galaxy populated by rocks. Rocks are good. Nice and boring. Belinda had agreed. "Let's go there." "Hey, Belinda," the doctor appeared behind her, the Vindicator slung by a strap over one arm so that he looked like a pop star with his guitar. "Sorry about that rocky landing." "Ha, got to love them though." "I don't." She whirled round, coming face to face with him. Her hip ached where it had smashed against the bottom of the console, and her ears were ringing. "I love the idea of getting home, Doctor. I love the idea of hearing my mum play the violin again, or karaoke nights with my dad. I like the idea of a warm, comforting, home-cooked meal and my own bed. What if I never get to have that again?" For just a moment, a shadow passed across the doctor's expression. But then he smiled again. "Is my cooking really that bad?" Despite herself, Belinda felt an answering smile tug at her mouth. "Doctor, you put tin sardines on a piece of chocolate and called it dinner." His brow furrowed. "Salt and sweet. What's wrong with that?" Belinda walked past him before he could see her smiling in earnest. It was ridiculous how charming he was. How quickly he could turn her mood around. She wondered if he'd had lots of practice, assuaging the fears of grumpy human beings. She knew there had been others before her, other people who had travelled with the doctor. She got the sense they'd all been a bit more wide-eyed and in love with it all. Sometimes she understood that. But she had a life back in London. One she very much wanted to return to alive. She walked to the door, resting her palm on it before turning back to the doctor, who was mumbling something about the limited human palate. She leant against the door, pushing on it gently. "May I?" "Be my guest," he nodded. Belinda grinned and pushed open the door. She'd expected views for miles, the empty vacuum of space stretching on, speckled with diamond-like stars. Suns, really. And the billowing clouds of gas and dust called nebulae, where stars were born. She'd secretly wanted to see a comet. One like Halley's comet with a
Sample complete. Ready to continue?